Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. And welcome to 2026. Happy New Year. Welcome to January 1st, 2026. Admittedly, that's not when we're filming this. It's still just after Christmas. But yeah, I intend this to be our monthly mystery episode for January, so that's good. Good luck figuring out where this one is. I assume we're going to be stuck in this dense forest the entire walk with very few, if any, landmarks identifying where we are. It's going to be on the difficult level. Oh look, there's my feet. By the way, I'm only wearing jandals today. Ha ha! And I'm having a hair down day too, so forgive me if my hair blows in front of the camera. I do my best to prevent that, but every now and again, but I have to force myself to have hair down days, because most of the time I have to tie my hair up, especially on a work day when I'm working. But today we're on holiday. It's that time of the year. Yeah, but today we're on holiday. It's that time of the year, isn't it? In fact, Quigley and I have news. I stopped working for the freight truck company that I was working for. Still not 100% sure what my next job is going to be. I guess I could end up just landing myself another truck driving job. But then it's a mystery of whether I'll be so lucky with the next job to be able to bring my dog with me on the cross-country truck driving missions. We'll see. I mean, regular viewers will know this. I really would rather just make YouTube videos every single day and make a career of a YouTube channel. Hey, Quigs, that's our dream. And we all already live in a really excellent house bus that we dream of driving around the country. Part of the reason that we make all these dog walks is in pursuit of that dream. Quigley, yeah. It's going off wandering. Follow the trail, bud. Quigley! It's gone back up to that spot. So yeah, our theory is that pretty much people can make a YouTube channel about anything that they want, and seems to be up to the Google YouTube gods whether people get popular enough with their content. I think plenty of people really like this vicarious dog walking experience stuff, and plenty more people would if YouTube would show it to more people. So we just have our fingers crossed like this. Are you listening to me, Google AI? Oh, I'm so happy to have found this beautiful bushwalk to share with you all. What a good one. We've never been here before. It's a mystery to me as much as it is to you. I mean, I know where it is. Yeah, doing the monthly mystery episodes is just to do something a little bit different from usual, because if you have a look, if you see our list of do not disturb dog walks. All of the titles are just boringly maintained as the location. And a star rating for many of them. As far as beautiful bushwalks are concerned, I think this one's going to get a 5-star. I can't remember if I put star ratings on the monthly mystery walks or not. Taihoa, Quigley. Taihoa. Come on, Quigs, I'm just showing everyone the scenery around here. What other news do I have to share? We have driven our house bus all the way across country, which has been pretty special. Come to this beautiful part of the country to spend time with family. That's pretty special. In fact, we've been doing so much lounging and eating good food. We've hardly really made any time for dog walks, so it feels good to get out and do this. YouTube dog walks. We've been out for a few family dog walks. Yeah. Not really a big fan of making our family into stars of the YouTube channel, so we just go for those dog walks with the family off the record. But yeah, definitely more lounging and eating. Eating and then digesting magical, abundant amounts of yummy, yummy food. That's the hardest thing about Christmas. Christmas. So I guess personally, we're not like hugely religious, but our nation was founded upon Christian churches, and in this modern age we've been allowing all sorts of extra cultures from all over the country to come and join in New Zealand society, so it's a great big melting pot of religions and traditions. But we are in a capitalist nation, and so the whole Christmas holidays and the getting people to go shopping is still a big thing in New Zealand. Firmly entrenched religious, socio-economic, I don't even know if that's the right word, I'm just trying to sound smart. It's still like doing its best to be mainstream in this melting pot of a country. The good thing about the strong renaissance of the Māori culture in this country is that we are doing a lot more Māori cultural traditions in this country, which is pretty good. Why am I warbling on about New Zealand anyway? I guess plenty of you viewers are from all around the world and are interested in that kind of thing. Anyway, we're allowed to talk about whatever we want. I'm allowed to talk about whatever I want while we're all alone out here in the forest, rambling around. Except for the number one rule on our YouTube channel, which is represented by the slogan, never mind the 6 o'clock news. We're allowed to talk about anything. But I made it a rule since all the way back to episode 1. For the sake of quality assurance for you viewers, I always make an effort to let you all know that we're not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news. And that's all for the sake of keeping these dog walks peaceful and not a platform for myself and others who join us on these dog walks. It's not a platform to come and blather to the world about the state of affairs with war and politics and blah 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 bullshit like that. So that's good. All you viewers can come to watch our dog walks with the assurance that that's not what you're going to hear here. The number 2 rule on our YouTube content is represented by the slogan, "Show us the poop," which is basically a reverse psychological slogan for all you people out there who are mad you don't get to see the poop. You get to enjoy everything about the dog walking experience except for the pooping. When Quigley needs to do his private business, he gets to do that off camera. Occasionally, I do accidentally capture it on camera, but I promise you, that's pretty much the only thing that I edit out. Otherwise, the MO for these recordings is just set it on record and capture the experience. Now, when I look at this place on the map, I have to say, it's not a really huge area, so I'm sort of feeling like because we're only 12 or 13 or 14 minutes into recording so far, it's not going to be the longest dog walk. But I was thinking about doubling it up by just turning around and going back around the loop again in reverse, just for the sake of the exercise and making sure we capture enough footage. So I just want you all to know that I'm contemplating that as a possibility at this stage. Thanks to the local community in this part of the country for preserving this beautiful reserve. When I look at it on the map, surrounded by farmlands everywhere else, on every border of this reserve, it just makes me think this could very well have been turned into farmland too. And all of the farmland in this area would have been like this once upon a time. So that's one of the great shames of beautiful, clean, green New Zealand. There's a lot of places like this that have been destroyed, decimated, deleted, replaced by capitalist ventures, agricultural farms. And that's a bit sad. That'll be a clue to you if you're thinking about trying to figure out where this location is. But I kind of like that some of these mystery episodes are easy for you to figure out, like blatantly very easy. And then there's ones like this, which are going to be, unless you're a local, a complete mystery and impossible to figure out. Can't even play the game doesn't exist. Taihua. What's our other news? We've got some news, Quigley? It's not 6 o'clock news, it's the Adventures of Quigley Woggles news. If you look at the most recent publications surrounding this one, this is going to be about the beginning of our bicycle run episode Dreams Come True, because we got the electric bike back on the road. Which, I think I've been walking and talking about wanting to do that for quite some time now, so it's going to be quite good to eventually finally get there. Hey Quigs. Because Quigley does definitely like to go running beside bicycle. Kind of never really thought about it, but we could have put an electric bike on our Amazon wish list, hoping that some of you fans out there in the world might be fortunate enough to easily afford to buy us some stuff. We've got an Amazon wish list. Yeah, electric bike could have been on there. I wouldn't mind another one to have options. One that the rest of the family can ride. Hey, because my one is gloriously impractical. It's very heavy. It's practically a motorbike. If you have a look at one of our bicycle run episodes, you'll see I've got this ridiculous amazeballs pedal chopper style electric bike, full throttle, automatic. We did a speed test on it the other day, our first ride on it. It gets up to 40 kilometres an hour. I think that might be illegal here in New Zealand. I think e-bikes are supposed to go about 30 kilometres an hour maximum. We might be able to dial back the power, bring it back down to 30 and thus conserve some battery life while we're at it. That'd be good. Oh, the other news is that we made it all the way across country here, driving our house bus. And we've had a pretty important component fail and needing replacement. So we had a automotive electrical specialist come around and diagnose the issue a few days ago, and it's Christmas time. It's been Christmas time, Christmas holidays and all, so had to order in a part from another part of the country to replace, to get our bus back on the road. There is an alternative. See, the problem inhibits the vehicle from starting, so there are ways to get around the failed component and start the vehicle anyway, but we need to get it fixed. And we just decided to stay where we are, close to the guy that has diagnosed the issue, and he's ordered the part, and we're just going to wait for him to come and fix it. So we could have left town if we wanted to by using the workaround method to start the vehicle, but then we would have been stuck with that for weeks while we're road tripping away from our home base, and then had to figure out how to fix it at the end of our holiday. I didn't want to go through all that rigmarole, so we just sacrificed some travel days sitting still and waiting for the part to replace that part and get us back on the road plain sailing again. I think it's been worthwhile, and we're lucky to have had this problem occur whilst we're close to family, and we've been staying with family, and it's been quite glorious and lovely. Well, if we get another 10 minutes of recording out of this big loop walk that we're doing, I might just make it one of our shorter episodes. I've got a 30-minute minimum limit on our recordings and a 1 hour maximum. There has been the occasion where we've gone out recording for like 2 hours, and then I just split them into two 1 hour episodes kind of thing. But that's about our usual, that is our absolute maximum, I think. But yeah, sometimes Quigley and I just feel like going walkies for hours and hours, that's for sure. Oh, here's a down tree that has not yet been cut away from the path. Hui. We should have brought our other little dog on this walk. I reckon he would have handled it okay. It's good to get out with just me and Quigley though. Quigley. He's got the long line looped around his tail. He's getting a bit concerned about it. He's like, come on, man. What's this strange feeling on my tail? Yep. Quigs. Haere mai. One way to get Quigley to come to me is to turn my back on him, and he goes, where are you going, bro? Hey. He's like, are we going this way now? Why were you facing this direction, bro? Hey. Oh, he's such a cutie. My beautiful dog. Are we almost back to the beginning, Quigs? It would turn this episode into a full hour-long episode if we turned around now and went back all the way round the ground that we've already just covered. I don't know if that's really necessary. Last night the family and I went out to a festival event, so we were out walking for hours after dark. Lots of fancy bright lights and stuff happening. There's this massive park that they are proud of in the nearby city, and they dress it all up with lights and amazing sculptural light displays and laser shows, and I guess I was a little bit disappointed there wasn't any coordinated drone lights activities, but I'm sure they must be considering that for future editions of that festival event. You'd have to be. If you look at the footages from some of the crazy countries that are exhibiting their prowess with such things, wow, it's amazing what they can do with drones. Quigley. Tai hoa kuri. I always get annoyed when I catch myself calling them drones, because I prefer to call them unmanned aerial vehicles. I guess even sometimes they're not really vehicles. If they're so small, they're not something a person can, or anything can really ride upon. Hey, come here. Quigley, here. Haere mai. Yep. Taihua. I had to let go of his long line because he's gone and, what do you call it? Got it all tangled up in the forest. Haere mai. Haere mai, Kuri. Good boy. Good boy, Quigley. Good boy. Do you want a treat? I got a treat for you. Yeah. Remember, viewers, you can buy Quigley a treat on buymeacoffee.com/QuigleyWoggles. Hey. Buy Quigley a treat. Choop. Yeah. Let's get this camera angled a bit better. You like a treat? You like a treat? That's going to be the end of the episode, folks. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Have fun trying to figure out where this place is. I'm glad we got the entire place all to ourselves. That was actually pretty lucky. I'm sure this is a popular walking location. I can hear the voices of other humans approaching, which means we don't have the place to ourselves anymore. Spin. Hand. Sit. Hand. Good boy. Have a treat. You're a good boy. Thank you. Thanks for being a good boy. Goodbye. That's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. And we will see you on the next one.